Here are some of the most horrifying urban legends from around the world. Let's get started. The Licked Hand. The story of the Licked Hand follows a very young girl home alone for the first time with only her dog for company. While listening to the television, she hears news of a killer on the loose in her neighborhood. Frightened, she locks all the doors and windows, but then forgets about the basement window and leaves it unlocked. What could possibly go wrong with that? She then goes to bed with her dog and takes her dog with her, letting it sleep under her bed. She wakes up to a dripping sound in the bathroom. Turns out it was just a leaky tap. The dripping noise terrifies her for some reason, but she is too scared to get out of bed. For reassurance, she reaches her hand under her bed and receives a reassuring lick on her hand to confirm her dog's presence. The morning after she wakes, she goes to the bathroom for a drink of water, only to find the leaky tap was instead her dead, mutilated dog hanging in the shower, with his blood slowly dripping onto the tiles. Wait, who goes to the bathroom to drink water? While enjoying her delicious tap water, she looked on the shower wall, in which, written in the dog's blood, were the words, "Humans can lick too." Jeez. Well, in my opinion, the serial killer in the story was so inefficient. Why does he even care about the dog? That's a low blow, man. Like, if I was a serial killer, I'm not. If I was a serial killer, a young girl, that's easy pickings. And licking her hand, like, that's so weird, bro. It's like, what if he was a serial killer, but replaced the serial killing with serial freaking, and he freaked into... I'll stop. The high beams. A woman left work late at night and took her usual route along a dark, deserted highway. A minute later, she noticed a car coming up in her rearview mirror. The car began to flash its headlights on high beams, tailgating her and sometimes even ramming into her vehicle. The woman, creeped out, pulled over on the side of the road and kindly asked the driver of the other car to stop, and they lived happily ever after. No, she didn't. That's not how these stories go. She instead tried to speed up her car, looking for help, but there was nowhere. She then floored it, speeding away from the dangerous car, onto a well-lit city road. Oh well, look, everything's fine, surely. When she arrived home, she ran to her front door. I don't know why, like, if I already, like, lost the guy, why would I need to run to the front door? Like, I'm chilling. Anyways, she ran to the front door, rushed inside, and slammed the door behind. Like, does she have anger issues? She found the car that was chasing her had pulled into the driveway. A man exited the vehicle and looked straight through the window and told her about her car's extended warrant. He began to yell, "Call the police," instead of actually calling the police like a regular human being would in this situation. God, man. The woman stared at the man, frantically waving at her. Suddenly, the back door of her own car opened. A man in a long black coat stepped out with an axe. Before she knew what happened, the man outside the window rested in bloody pieces on the pavement. How did that happen? What do you mean? Wait, I'm reading it right now. What do you mean before she knew? Surely she was like watching surely she didn't just like close her eyes. Also, surely the guy just didn't just teleport to him and just like disintegrated the guy on the pavement. Like, what? The next day, the woman was found dismembered in her own home. The Kuchisake Onna. This story originates from Japanese urban legends from the 17th to 19th centuries. The Kuchisake Onna is described as having long, straight black hair, white hands, and pale skin, otherwise being considered beautiful. According to legend, she approaches individuals with a mask covering her face and asks, "Am I a bad bitch? Am I beautiful?" If they respond with no, she will either kill them with her comically large medical scissors on the spot or wait until nightfall and murder them in their sleep. That's good if you like them freaky. If they say yes, she will reveal the corners of her mouth that are slit from ear to ear. She then will repeat her question. If they respond with no, she will slice them in half. If they say yes, hesitantly, she would cut the corners of their own mouth in such a way that resembles her own disfigurement. Man, kids these days don't know what we had to deal with back in the day, bruh. The slit-mouthed woman, otherwise known as the Kuchisake Onna, by legend was a woman who was mutilated during her living life, with her mouth being slit from ear to ear. She was supposedly the adulterous mistress of a samurai who was fighting at war. She grew lonely while he was at war and started sleeping with men from around the town. She belonged to the castles for real, bro. When the samurai heard of this news, he was outraged and sliced the corners of her mouth from ear to ear. After her death, she returned as a vengeful spirit in which haunts people, as previously discussed. Fun fact, there are actually ways to somehow beat this logical fallacy, even though it looks like you would have a rough time no matter what you say. Here are some ways to work around this. By describing her appearance as average, it gives you ample time to escape the situation. So apparently, you just say, "You mid as fuck," and get out of there, and you're chilling. You could also supposedly just bow down and apologize and say you're busy, and it would just be like, "Yep, okay," and leave you alone. Japanese morals still uphold here, I guess. Okay, those are all the urban legends that we will go through today. I hope you have enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe and enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, bye.